Today we're going to look at protective styles. Are protective styles really necessary to grow your hair? And we're also going to be looking at different protective styles. So first of all, we have to ask ourselves the question, what is protective style? So protective styles is any styles that tuck the ends of our hair away, meaning the delicate ends are kept away. The author of The Science of Black Hair, she put it perfectly. Our hair is protected in a group. What does that mean? It means because whenever your hair is loose, it's easy to break, but because you have it in a protective styles, it's like in a group now, so it would be easier to break. And the next question we have to ask ourselves is, protective style necessary? Yes. Think about it like this. You don't want to do your hair every day because sometimes you run out of time and then you just rush comb your hair fast. So by having a protective style, it also keeps your hair away from nasty harsh weather. So protective styles also helps with daily manipulations and all those things. But protective styles isn't the only way to grow your hair. For example, there are people who have the hair loose all the time, but the hair are still growing. But the question is, what is it that they are doing that the hair is growing and it's loose, and free? Well, what they do is low manipulation, and then they also don't color the hair, color or relax the hair very much. And they also use low heat settings. So if you don't want to grow your hair in a protective style, then consider those options. Find low manipulation hairstyles. Another thing of protective styles is that it keeps your hair healthy, and your hair is gonna grow, and it also minimizes breakage. So consider doing protective styles. So now we're going to be looking at the different types of protective styles. So there are two common protective styles that you have to keep in mind. The first one is complete protective style, and the second one is low manipulation protective style. So with complete protective style, it just means that ends of your hair are tucked away, So with low manipulation style, it just means your ends are protected to a degree, which means you still have a bit of end out. I feel like cornrow and flat twist also half and half fits there at the low manipulation protective styles. Think about it. When you have a cornrow in, yes, you cornrow your hair, but what about the ends? The ends are still out. So the one thing that I like to do whenever I do cornrows with my natural hair, consider just putting your ends up with just a bobby pin or something, so that the ends of your hair don't rub against the material of your clothes. So someone might ask, can I do a protective style and just leave my hair alone? No, you can't do that, because protective styles also require a day-to-day and a weekly, care. You have to care for your hair, because there's no way you can be leaving your hair for a whole, let's see, maybe 2 months. So if you decide to leave your protective style in for 2 months, you cannot do that at all, because as I said in the previous video, so why your hair is always breaking or your hair doesn't grow past a certain length. There I mentioned that severe dehydration causes breakage. So for you, in your head, it's oh my word, yes, I have my hair in protective style, but what you don't know is that your hair is dry, it's dehydrated. So by the time you take your hair out, we all know that because our hair sheds every day. So whenever you do take a protective style, you will see some shedding. But if you see some breakage, you have to ask yourself, well, did you moisturize your hair while doing a protective style? So no, you cannot leave your hair alone in a protective style. Also wash it to keep the scalp clean, because we all know our hair grow from our scalp. So if you don't keep your scalp clean, how can your hair grow? It's gonna cause buildup and those things. So while you have your hair in a protective style, wash your hair, especially focus on the roots of the hair, and also moisturize it if you can. For example, if you have a box braid, you can still most wash your hair after a month or so on, but your roots, they are visible. So take care of your roots while they are in a protective style. So which brings me to a point, neglecting your hair while in a protective style is highly likely to lead to damage, over time. So that's why you see other people, they do protective styles all year around, but their hair just isn't growing at all. Go and look at those things. And another thing, like about protective styles is also look at how you take your protective styles out. Because for example, if you do box braids and you just go and take, like the box braid out, just like that, and you don't like go and, take out, like those build up. Whenever we take box braid out, there's like those build up. If you don't carefully take out the build up of each and every box braid, you guys, that is how many people lose their hair, because they just take the comb and go in and comb the build up out. No, it's wrong. As you are taking your braid out, I you know what, I do have, like a braid takedown video. I'm gonna link it here. Go and watch it just for you to see how is it that I take my protective style out. So also consider how you taking your protective styles out. Go and watch the video, you'll see what I do there. But also remember, like when you are taking your hair out, don't just take your hair out like this. Apply some oil at the ends of your hair. It will help your hair a lot. Which brings me to the point that healthy hair comes from what you do consistently. So keep your hair clean in a protective style. Sleep with your hair covered, sleep in a bonnet. Keep your scalp clean and also keep your hair moisturized. So now that you know the benefits of protective styles, go and watch this video. I promise you, this video you are going to learn how to master your natural hair if you don't have an idea how to do that. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I really hope to see you in the next video.